Okay, everybody, this is the fourth screencast. So the goal here is to actually go through and start solving the inequality. So what I'm going to do is actually show you how you can write on your tablet using the inking feature. And then not only are we going to use the inking feature of PowerPoint, we're also going to use the animations so that when we have the slideshow, each line that we input is going to animate. And I'll show you what that looks like as we go along. So I'm going to start by using the mouse to click on Review, and then I'm going to click on the Start Inking feature. So once I click on that Start Inking feature, I could select a pen, and I'm going to try to select a pen color that's not going to interfere with the background. So right now I'm going to go with yellow, because yellow is definitely not going to interfere. So once I click on that, I can actually start writing on my screen with my pen. I'm going to distribute the 3 to the 4a, so negative 3 times 4a is negative 12a. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Then I'm just going to drop everything else down. So just write the less than or equal to and the negative 6a plus 38. Then I'm going to click on Stop Inking, and I'm going to click on what I just inked to make sure that everything is highlighted. So everything changes. Goes from regular yellow to a bright yellow. It looks like everything's highlighted, so I'm good to go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put an animation. I'm going to make that animate. So I click on the animations ribbon. I want the entrance, so you can play around with these. I'm going to choose fly in, so you can just press preview and it's going to show you what it looks like. Say you want split. So you can mess around with it to see what you prefer. I'm going to use fly in, and then for every animation I'm going to do from here on out, I'm going to make it consistent, so I'll use fly in for every line that I write in. So then I'm just going to go up to review and start inking again. I will use probably red. We'll see how that looks. So I got to combine like terms, so negative 7 plus 9 is 2. I'm going to drop that negative 12a, and the less than or equal to, and this negative 6a plus 38. So I'm done with that line. I'm going to stop inking, and once again I'm going to click on it and see that everything's highlighted. It's important that we have everything highlighted because I want to make sure that it's grouped all into one object so that when I choose my animate, it animates the whole entire line. So eventually we'll get to a line where everything's not grouped together, and I'll show you how you can group it. So next thing, so what I did is I added a fly-in animation. So you can see there's a number 1 and a number 2. It means I had 2 animations going, and the number 1, it's just the order. So the yellow line will be coming in first, followed by the red line, which would be second. So I'll go back up to review, press start inking, and this time I'm going to choose this green color. And I am going to add 6a to both sides. And just clean it up. I'm going to bring the 2 down. Negative 12a plus 6a is negative 6a. Bring the less than or equal to. Negative 6a plus 6a is 0. And then I'm going to bring down that 38. And then I'll say stop inking. So I'm going to click on the green. So I clicked on the green, but everything is not highlighted, so that means I'm going to have to group it together. So what you want to do is you want to go to the home ribbon and then go over to the right to select, hit select object. Once I have that clicked on, I'm going to hold down my control key. You guys see once you hold down the control key, the little icon where the arrow is, it has that plus sign. So I'm just going to click on all the green objects until every single one of them are highlighted. Then I can release my control button. Everything's highlighted still. I can go up to this drawing tools, the format, and there's this group feature. So I'm going to click on the group feature, and what that does is it groups all the green things together. So it's now one object as opposed to many. And then I'll go and animate that. So I'll do fly in again. Okay, so now it just becomes repetition. So you start inking again and keep on going with your solving. I'm going to choose, we'll go back to yellow. This time I'm going to have to subtract 2 from both sides. It's the next step. 2 minus 2 is 0. I'm going to drop down this negative 6a, drop down the less than or equal to, and then 38 minus 2 is 36. Stop inking again. I'm going to see what needs to be grouped, and it looks like a lot of things need to be grouped. So I have to go to my home ribbon, into select, click on select object, press on my control key, hold it down while I start clicking on the objects and highlighting them. That looks like everything is highlighted, so I'll go up to the format under drawing tools, ribbon, and then group those. And yay, everything's grouped. So I can move it around. And then I'll go ahead and put an animation in. And then I'm going to go back to review and start inking again. Got one more line. I'm going to choose, no, not orange. Let's go with probably green up here again. So I'm going to I'm going to draw in. Negative 6a is less than or equal to 36. Just divide both sides by negative 6. It'll give me my a isolated on the left side. I had to flip that inequality sign because I divided by a negative. And then I put negative 6 is 36 divided by negative 6 is negative 6. And then I'll stop inking and check the grouping on this. It looks like everything was grouped together, so we got lucky there. And put the fly in, so that flies in. And then I'm going to start drawing on the number line. You can make this bigger. I mean, if this picture is not big enough for you, drag it so that you make it bigger, resize it. You especially want to resize it so that you can draw the numbers on. I'm going to draw the numbers using black ink. Okay, so right now just drawing the numbers in. And then I have a closed circle at negative 6. My shading's towards the right. I'm going to stop inking because I want to make sure that that's animated. So it looks like everything is grouped together, which is awesome. I'll go back to animations and say fly in. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the set builder and also do the interval notation. And I'll use black for those guys as well. So you got the set symbols. Just writing this in. You guys can type this in as well. It's up to you. And then the interval notations, I'm going to have brackets, and it's going to go from negative 6 to positive infinity. I'm going to say stop inking and click on these. And then looks like those are all grouped together again, which is awesome. So I'll go up to animations and do fly in. So if we want to take a look at what this looks like, I'll go up to slideshow. I'm going to say from current slide. So it takes up my whole screen now. Every time I click the mouse or press the space bar, I have each line that I've written in pop up because I set it that way with the animations. So when you guys actually do your PowerPoint slide, you can explain these things and it should be pretty quick. So there you have it. So that's the inking tool and the animations. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I know some of this stuff can get a little confusing and it can get a little tedious when you have to group objects. But again, if you just have questions, let me know. And